To be honest, I never really got into My Hero Academia for a lot of personal reasons that I don't want to get into. Up to recently, where a friend of mine encouraged me to give the show another chance, as from what I've heard, and also been massively spoiled by thanks to social media, the show gets better as it progresses through its seasons. Because the manga has hit its end, alongside the anime slowly going towards the end of its run, I figured I'd give it one more shot for the sake of it, since it's been a while since I even touched anime, to be honest. And after finishing its first season, I gotta say, it's not bad. Like, I ain't calling it good yet, of course, but it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be when I got into watching this. And to save face for a moment, I never really was a fan of the shonen jump genre, nor a big fan of action anime in the slightest. I just found it to be overrated at times, and a bore to watch on occasion, especially when the anime community seems to really only care about the animation on action scenes, rather than the actual story, characters, and other things to make an anime good to begin with. No, I don't think adding impact frames to an anime action scene instantly makes it a 10 out of 10. Nor does changing the animation a bit to make moments of the series look good. If I were to be stubbing toes, I would compare it to James Baxter's scene for Steven Universe. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but the episode's fucking garbage. Point is, I'm not a big as hell anime fan like I was back then, and the genre sort of waned on me since the most popular anime seems to all be action-based. When back then I watched stuff like Soul Eater, Sergeant Frog, Zarya Plus Vampire, and even Dakoida. Anyone remember Dakoida? Please, I'm like the only person, I'm its only fan. Back on topic, however, the reason why I'm getting back into MHA to begin with was because of me getting back into a game that recently keeps popping up on my Steam that I've decided one day to download and take a look at. That being My Hero Ultra Rumble. Oh my god.
Thank you.
My Hero Ultra Rumble is a literal hero team-based battle royale game, where you select from the heroes or villains from the show in order to duke it out in the rotating stages that happen every few hours. Each character has their own unique set of abilities to use alongside skill types that they have, in which it gives their team or themselves a form of passive perk. There are about 6 in total, with each of them giving off an increase to a specific stat depending on what it is, like the assault type characters giving an increase of defense, or strike type characters increasing their own attack power, etc, etc. All the while running around the map collecting either level up cards to increase the power of the character's abilities, or by other means like collecting skill power-ups to either give them the boosts that are described, or even leveling up their own abilities if it matches their character's skill type in general. Bottom of the line is, you run, collect items, murder people in cold blood, but don't worry, it's an anime so they're perfectly fine, and get your victory. On paper, this seems like a very easy thing to do, and that you should treat it like any other attack-based battle royale games along the lines of something like Naraka Blade Point or Rumbleverse. But no, far from that. Because throughout my time playing Ultra Rumble, I can safely say that this is inarguably the hardest battle royale someone could get into with its immense learning curves, and more so other technical problems, but we'll get to that part later. The main thing that requires a lot of learning is basically the whole game. Yeah, good job talking about the game you earn a trophy, you fuck. What I mean is that whatever character you pick, you're gonna want to learn how that character works in some form of technical ways. Alongside learning which character works out for you, depending on the attack styles and such. In fact, a lot of characters, if not all, have all forms of attacks that make them diverse apart from their own abilities. Some require a lot of range to get working, some require you to charge up an attack in order for it to land, and some require you to just be incredibly annoying and pick them off because they don't like thinking. I would say you should just learn these abilities and read them, or look up wikis and forums in order to get better at understanding them, or by going through separate trainings and tutorial modes to get a grip on the game itself. But you could just do what I do, and that is pick a character, skim through the ability page, and just fuck around with it in the waiting room that takes about 5 to 10 minutes to get a full lobby in it, because there's nothing better than training your abilities than to just get right into it and instantly get your ass kicked by pro players who've been playing since day one. Because that's the real way to learn an Ultra Rumble, and nothing else. But honestly, from what I've talked about, it may seem like I just don't like the game or find it frustrating. And while it was sort of like that when I first began playing through it in terms of it being so technical, but after a few hours of playing through and getting through the motions and seeing its rough edges, I can safely say that I'm now having more fun with the game itself, and dare I say I've been slowly enjoying it more as time passes. Honestly, at first I was going to give up on this game and such after burning a few dollars on some skills I really wanted and just call it quits. But after just giving this game a second chance and learning its dynamic stuff alongside finding ways to counteract characters and also manage inventory ordeals with keeping skill card situations or finding ways to level up the battlefield with your own skills and management with staying cool under pressure. Underneath the honestly sharp and very difficult learning curve, There's a game that's generally pretty fun and satisfying to do right, especially when playing with friends, which was something I was doing with my lad Zook, who's on DeviantArt. Honestly, if it wasn't for them and the other people I was chatting with online, I think I wouldn't have given this game another chance, and if anything out of topic, not give MHA another shot at all, alongside anime. Maybe back then I was extremely too rough with the concept of it, considering that maybe I wasn't looking hard enough on modern day anime stuff, that I was just focusing on just the shonen genre, and that's it. But really, there's a vast amount of shows out there that are coming out that honestly look great to me, like my dear friend Nokotan, Pop Team Epic, Cells at Work, and hell, as of recording, Uzumaki just came out, and I'm very excited to take a look at it. Hi, this is Future Tinker. I just wanted to say that I regret saying that. What the fuck were they doing? What the fuck were they doing? Generally, what the fuck were they doing? If you haven't already, give Ultra Rumble a shot if you like MHA. I know fans of the series will enjoy it tons, and those who want a tough as nails battle royale will enjoy it. Okay, back on topic. I have some problems that's on this game in general. One, I really hate how the rule sections last for days on end on some skins that just look like complete fucking garbage. All of this goddamn space for all of these gacha pools, but yet you fucking stick with like 2 to 3 of them every like few weeks. What the fuck is the point? 2, I don't know who the fuck Hawk is, but dear god, please nerf him or something. I think this happens with every new character that releases. I know that All For One was kind of a problem, but Christ man, there's too many of them and it's like fighting off a fucking ton of birds like that one movie. 3, what the hell's the point of a premium daily login when it's just been inactive for god knows how long? 4, if the memory gun existed, I swear to god I would have needed it because I got spoiled so fucking much on this anime, but including but not limited to Deku becoming limbless, Miss Midnight dying, Toga dying, Zook doesn't really like that, Bakugo almost dying, which god damn it, he should have had, seeing how Twice looks like a person without the Deadpool mask, All For One just existing and me knowing that, and finally being gaslit that Deku worked at a McDonald's, and for all things considered, I think that would have been the better fucking ending. Look, I don't care if you lost your arms and became the number 1 hero, just put my fucking fries in the bag, man.